the tube now. We are on the tube. Okay, guys, we are loaded on the tube. And we looking good over there. I can see myself. All right, all right. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Is myself. Let me pull it up on my phone. So, oh look at that. Why don't you look at that? All right. Hopefully everybody had a great afternoon. And whoever make it on the tube, go ahead and say hi to me. Go ahead and say hi to me. Okay? And start doing all of the good things over there. Okay? Shit. How was your live, Queen?
I had a headache. Oh, hey, Aaron. Hey, Danny.
Hey, y'all.
Hi.
Hey. Oh, my gosh. Hi. Yes.
She's dropping me off, and then I'm gonna be up there. I'll get on YouTube and on, here.
Yes.
Okay, period.
Yeah,
y'all
come up and go on the panel, but
y'all need to get to work. All right.
Subu said he had plans. We were gonna try to get him too, but
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we want to say
he
hi.
busy. He busy, y'all.
Hello.
All right, see y'all later.
I'll
See you literally in 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, right. I'll see y'all in a boom right now. Okay,
Right now.
period.
Drop me down, love. Drop me down.
Let me see. Boom. All right. We like when a block meet each other and no drama happens. All right, W's for that. Okay, so tap the screen, y'all. Let's get to 10,000 likes. Let's keep doing all of the good things. Let's keep doing all of the good things. And I see somebody said hi to me on the tube. Hello. Hello. Thank you so much. Let's keep doing all of the good things. We got these hard posts. We're going to get that out the way. We are looking for Trump voters, y'all. And I'm thinking about changing a prompt for tomorrow. Just to piss them off. Pay link starting a link in bio if you want to help me get through this 219 that is tonight. That is a combination of our day show and tonight. Because we usually have a double, but I was on Matt's live. Hopefully you all saw me in Matt's live. Hopefully. If you didn't, it's okay. It was early. Jimmy, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah.
What's your age or state?
46, Florida.
Okay.
And can I ask 2 questions?
Okay.
Sure. So my first question is, are you for abortion or against abortion?
First off, welcome. Goddamn
I'm
it,
not
welcome.
here to talk about abortion.
Well, it's just a question.
Okay, well, he gave you an answer.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to see.
It shouldn't be. It should be to the state. Okay. So why is it always about race with y'all?
Okay, are you pro Black Lives Matter then?
Okay, if you,
our lives shouldn't matter.
Like I'm literally not doing.
No,
should we kill ourselves? Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't.
Then why are you asking us stupid ass questions?
Well, because the reason why I'm trying to answer your question, if you would hush real quick. I asked him 2 questions and did not get a response at all.
He gave you an answer. You just didn't like the answer.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't want to talk about it.
Because it's not my prompt.
So
it looks like you don't like consent. It looks like you don't like consent.
Very
so if a woman doesn't want to fuck you, are you gonna get mad too? Because that's what it seems like.
I'm just.
Then accept the fact that he doesn't want to fucking talk about it and either stay up here to talk about his prompt or leave and go live and talk about abortion.
Well, here's the thing is that if you're
I'm over it. You're gonna come off mute and talk about his prompt or leave.
You're kind of contradicting.
Okay, bye. Just go. We don't care. Nope. Either talk about the prompt or leave.
What is this dude issue?
I'm trying to talk about the prompt.
Okay, so why is it? Okay, great. So why is it always about race with y'all?
What do you mean?
Why is it? Why Trump voters? Why is it always about race with y'all?
And it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's why you call black women DEI hires. That's why you're so concerned about the Smithsonian Museum. Yeah, this president is doing all of that. That's what you voted for.
Yeah, I also voted for somebody that had previous knowledge and previous presidential establishment.
I don't care.
What?
I don't care.
Oh, tell me.
I'm talking about the race part of it.
What you can't put that
okay,
on.
so let here. I see you have to be led here. So why do racist people feel comfortable voting for Donald Trump and saying that openly?
Why do non-racist people feel the same way?
Okay, so one more thing like that, and you're about to get dropped.
No, I contradicted
one more
question.
Thing like that, and you're about to get dropped.
Oh,
this is such a white person thing to do. You're whining because you won't even fucking answer the question.
Because you won't.
I did answer the question.
No, you're not. You're boring. Go away. Go away. Go away. Why do
racist white people shut the fuck up? Why do racist white people, probably like yourself, feel okay voted for Donald Trump and saying it openly? Why do the Proud Boys, the Oath Keepers, the 3%ers feel okay saying that they endorse Donald Trump? Why is that?
I don't know. That's on them.
They've never done that to a presidential
buddy.
candidate. It is on you. You voted for it. And Donald Trump gives them dog whistles for that. Thank you so much, Baby Bruiser.
I'm a United States Marine. I've fought with
that's
brothers
a disgrace.
And sisters.
You're a disgrace to this country.
Your face is a disgrace.
Red flag.
That ain't what my nigga said last night.
Have you fought for this country, buddy?
It depends.
What's your MOS?
It depends on what you mean by fight. Do I advocate and make sure that people are registered to vote? Yes. So
have you defended this country on foreign land?
On foreign land, no.
Have you defended this country on American soil?
Yeah.
You have. Thank you.
Yeah, I punched this white dude in the face one time because he was talking about my mama.
Oh, he talked about your mom.
Mm-hmm. She was a black woman, so I defended America. I defended an American woman.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And would you do the same thing for a white woman that was being disrespected as well?
Mm-hmm. What, you think I'm racist?
I don't know. I just asking the question, buddy.
Okay, because black people can't be racist. But okay.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
And yes, they can, but don't put words in my mouth.
What, racism? No. You okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm great. Are you okay?
Yeah. So are you gonna go back to my question? Why do people feel comfortable voting for Donald Trump that's racist? The worst of the worst, by the way. You know, it's funny. It's funny, chat. They have a worst of the worst website for undocumented people. They're actually the worst of the worst, but go ahead.
I'm sure there's racist people that voted on the other side too.
I'm not talking about the other side right now. I would discuss those with people who identify on the left, and I have done that. So right now, I'm talking to you.
So, okay, so it goes both ways, dude. It goes on both sides. Like, it's not just all one-sided.
What's the potency on the? What's the potency this afternoon and this evening on the coke? What is it?
What is what?
Is it really cracking this time? Because you just cannot stay focused. I'm just asking you a simple question. I'm asking you a simple question. Okay,
right.
let me try to ask it in a different way, then I'll pass it over.
And I'm turning the question around on you, and you don't
keep doing
you
that.
Want to sit here
okay, let me
and
do
say
this.
one-sided. You just want.
So in order to engage in a conversation, you first have to answer mine. Now, like I said, you're going to leave if every question you're going to answer with a question. That is rude, and it is a waste of my time. I'm on YouTube. I'm too good for that. I don't need this. I don't need this, Jimmy. I don't need you.
All right, let me ask.
I don't need you.
Let me ask.
Baby Bruiser, go ahead.
What is your argument? What's your point?
Let me ask you this question though. If you're so gosh darn American and so
Baby Bruce, ask one more time. I'm gonna.
you're on a platform.
All right. Well, you could come back when you answer people questions.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not about to keep going in circles with him.
No worries.
Kevin, thank you for the $5. Said, why is Jimmy low IQ? I don't know. The better question is, do he know what IQ stand for? That's the question I want to know. Thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. Like I said, you could come back if you actually wanted to have a real discussion.
welcome. Goddamn it, welcome.
It seems like you're nervous and you're about to get called out on something and you don't know what to do. I know people that's been in situations like this, so it's like you don't want me or Queen or Baby Bruiser to say something because we're gonna expose you for being a racist piece of shit that you are. So thank you so much. W's in the chat. And W's in the chat for Rebecca. Rebecca said, I was listening to Matt's live today while gardening and was glad to see you there. I was listening to you. I was listening to your lives too. Your knowledge is needed and appreciated. Thank you for doing the hard work and educating these MAGA cult members. W's in the chat for Rebecca. Thank you so much. And thank you for supporting me earlier in Matt's live. I had a lot of fun. That was a lot of exposure. I was a little nervous, y'all. I was a little nervous, but Matt made me feel at home. Most importantly, the community made me feel at home, and so did Erica. So, W's, I love y'all. Thank you so much, and I hope that I get to come back. All right, Jimmy. So we're gonna try this again. Now, the next time you get dropped, I'm gonna have one of my newer mods block you. Put a one in the chat if you're a new mod because I want you to start using your powers today. You're gonna block somebody.
They already blocked me in the chat because I was calling you out. But okay,
W's in the chat for the mods. W's in the chat for the mods tonight.
Go ahead, buddy. I'll answer your fake little lame question you got here. Go ahead.
I didn't ask a question, Baby Bruiser did.
No, you asked one.
I asked you, why do racist people feel comfortable voting for Donald Trump? It was a simple question.
And I answered you, did I not? But you didn't like the answer that I gave you.
No, that's what Queen said. Now you just throw a black woman's whole fucking bit. That's literally what she said to you because you did it to her.
It doesn't matter your color of the skin, buddy.
That's fucking wild. Well, I appreciate.
It doesn't matter your color of your damn skin.
Well, I care about.
Do you not understand that?
No, it does matter because we don't fuck with white men. Yes, it does. We don't want to. We don't give a fuck. Well, it does to us.
Yeah, please.
White people are barbaric
I'm
and
sorry
violent.
that you're so
White
triggered
people are
that it
barbaric
matters
and
to
violent.
you.
You are violent. You're acting violent right now.
I'm not being violent.
Yes, you are.
I straight out said it.
You've been violent since you've been up here. You keep coming off me and interrupting me. You're shouting over me. You're violent. It's in your nature to act like you have the superiority over this conversation, and you don't.
Thank you.
And it's because you're white. Stop acting like that. Like, get a fucking grip, dude. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Have a normal, civilized conversation. You guys are just so uncivilized as people. Barbaric. It's in your DNA. Clearly, it's in your DNA. From the beginning of time, y'all motherfuckers have been violent. Like, historically, y'all are violent. Like, stop playing with me.
Who is y'all?
Hold on, I need some coconut water. Hold on.
Coconut water.
Who is the racist now?
But black people can't be racist, idiot. You don't even know what suffixes do to fucking words. Racism is a system. We don't have access to the functionality of that system.
First off,
it was not designed. It was not designed for black people to have access to it. Sorry, you can't colonize oppression. You want to colonize everything.
And I'm willing to have that discussion, Jimmy. But we gotta calm down. We gotta calm down.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. What can a white person currently do in America that a black person cannot?
All right.
Shut
So
the fuck up.
Vote without it being
Shut up.
having to be
Vote.
looked over at Congress every 25 fucking years.
right, let's
But
talk about
you
that,
can
Jimmy.
Yes,
Hold on,
did you
black
know
hold on,
people
that?
can
right,
vote in
hold on.
Did you
America.
know that, Jimmy?
Let's slow down because that's even I had to learn that. Okay, did you know that the Voting Rights Act is actually not codified into law?
Can you
Well,
not
it's
vote?
codified, but it has
Can
a
you
It has
vote?
to be
expiration.
ratified every 25. It has to be like
So,
they have to go
so,
over it every 25 years.
It's
so tell
sunset.
me,
They call it in
okay, so tell
Congress.
me in 2026 what me as a white person.
Did
Okay,
you
he's
not
not
hear
listening.
me?
He's
I
not
just
listening.
answered your question, and you're
Okay,
being so rude because you're not addressing what I just said.
tell me in
The Voting
20,
Rights Act has to go before Congress every 25 fucking years.
right, is that
Yeah.
2026? Is that happening this year? Yes or no?
Nigga.
All right.
Yes.
It's happening
Okay.
this year.
So if it just, what if it's
Okay.
next year? Does it
He
not
just
have any
asked me
meaning?
a question. He just asked me a question. I just gave you an answer, and you
Yeah,
don't
that
want to
makes.
engage with the conversation.
I
Right.
don't
So
know
this
why
is
you're doing
disingenuous.
this.
No.
Are you?
My
Wait a
question to
minute.
you
Hold on,
is,
Jimmy. Let me ask you this because one of my friends told me
Let me
this.
block
Are
him.
you uncomfortable with being white?
It seems like they are.
You don't, because
negative,
that's
Ghost
not what we're
Rider.
trying to express here. You
Right,
are
you're trying to
you
express
are you
all
are
Trump voters
Jimmy.
are
No,
racist.
Stop.
shut up, so
You
we can
are
say it.
you are going way too far about this. I am asking you about other Trump voters. I don't know you personally, and
I
you are
don't know
so
you either.
angry.
And I
So
don't know them,
so
buddy.
well then you shouldn't have
Well,
voted with them because I know the
I
people
didn't
that's in my
vote with them.
party.
I voted by myself.
Well, that's a problem.
Why is that a problem?
You voted with a party that literally helped storm the Capitol. You don't take any responsibility for that?
No, because I didn't do it.
Wow.
I didn't storm the Capitol, did I?
Yeah, but you voted
No.
with a party that's okay with that and okay with going after mail-in voting and things like that that is sacred to our democracy. Do you think mail-in voting is new? For example, like this is just a quick
No.
example. So why are we doing things like that, Jimmy? But you guys are saying that you're America
It's
first. That's
wait.
not believing
Hold
in
up.
our American democracy.
Okay, can I answer that question? Is that all
Sure.
right?
Sure,
Cool.
because I'm hurt. I hope you see
hang
the
on.
hurt in my face.
Okay. So do you realize? Okay,
Now I gotta
so
drink more water because I need that coconut water.
there you go. So mail-in voting, you say is probably a wrong thing to do. Yes, right?
See how you're not listening, Jimmy?
No. That's what you
You're
said.
not listening.
We shouldn't
I-
have mail-in voting.
I
is
did not
what you
say
said.
that. I would never say
No,
something like that.
Alan,
That is
Okay, then.
you
that
would
that is
never.
that is un-American. That is
Okay, so
un-American. I would never say
okay.
such a thing.
So we should we have mail-in voting or not mail-in
Absolutely,
voting?
sir.
We should.
Why should we not? Do you know the history of mail-in voting?
Okay. The
Hold on,
reason
wait.
I do not know the history
Oh, whoa.
of
You
mail-in voting. I'm sorry.
whoa. Didn't you serve this country?
I did,
And
but
then you asked me
How
if I
could you
served this
not?
country?
yeah.
So how do I know that mail-in voting started because soldiers needed to starve and they wanted soldiers to be able to have the right to vote as well? And that's where the process of mail-in voting started is because of war. And
Okay.
soldiers
Awesome.
being able having the right to vote. Again,
Okay.
extending the access. And this is in the 1800s this happened. You didn't know
Okay.
this?
I did not.
So why hundreds
Um,
and hundreds years later, why is your president trying to take that away? That is so sacred to our democracy.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
May I answer that?
Sure.
Damn, you ate that bill.
Okay, because we have more illegal immigrants in this country now that can mail in their votes without actually being registered to vote.
Sorry, y'all.
Every U.S. military member is
Lies.
automatically
Lies.
registered to vote.
Lies.
Oh.
Shut
I'm sorry?
up.
Why?
Stop
Oh,
talking. You're
what?
lying. You're lying.
Go
How about-
ahead,
you're
baby.
lying.
Nope. You said what you said. You are not the only person on this
absolutely
panel.
lying.
Go ahead, baby bruiser. What
You
the
are
fuck?
lying. You know you're lying.
What am I lying about? Call me out. Go ahead.
Give me documentation. Give me receipts. Timelines. Okay, I'll wait.
Give you receipts and timelines on what?
What you just said, you Nimrod.
Which part?
I'm not gonna do your work for you. Ugh.
This is
I'm
ridiculous.
asking you what you want me.
This,
I'm trying to get
this
specific
is exactly
with you.
why I get pissed off about these
Exactly, because you don't know what you're
MFers.
trying
No,
to ask.
no, no, not exactly. Not exactly.
You start talking
You
about.
don't know,
I don't
you
even know
don't
what you're talking about.
talking about.
I don't
Okay,
even know.
so-
You
Hold
talking
up,
about
Thank
undocumented
you.
people? I don't know what
Ma'am.
you're talking about.
Can
I-
Don't
can I
man
answer
me.
your
Just-
question?
Mail-in
US
voting.
military members are-
Hey.
Don't man me because
Mail-in
I'll
voting
sign
has
you.
nothing to do with illegal undocumented people. What are you talking about?
Yes, it does.
Okay, give me one quick sentence why.
One click, because you can take an undocumented person and mail in their vote.
Okay, so how?
Who
All right,
says?
take us through the process of mail-in voting. What happens?
Please.
That process, I don't know. Off the top of my head.
So then, Jimmy, why would you speak about it then? Why would you say something like that then if you don't even know the processes
Because
of how this happens?
Because that's something that could happen.
Did you know that they have a signature verification system set up? So that don't
Did you
happen?
know-
Did you know that you have to send a photo ID? Did you know this?
Okay. Did you know?
Did you
that
know this?
people
Yes
can-
or no?
No, not okay. Not K. Did you know?
Not 100%. No. Can I
Okay,
respond?
because we've had a
Can-
system set up for something
can-
like that, so someone is
Awesome.
not doing someone else's work.
Can I respond?
Yeah, you act like you don't have a
Well,
chance to talk up here. You've been
I-
talking the
well,
most.
First off,
Well,
welcome.
you-
Goddamn it,
you-
welcome.
I get
Just
keep
go.
getting cut off.
Just go.
But okay, did you know there's this thing called forgery? That's something that
And
happens.
that's
Did you-
why I
wait,
just
wait.
said something
I
about the
didn't-
signature what signature verification?
Did you know that forgers are very, very good and have actually
And how
passed
do
signature verification?
forgers get your information?
Is he acting like this is not the movie National Treasure?
That's what I'm saying.
they're
He would have.
Oh
Did
my
So-
you
God.
know
so there's
that
some
there's
nefar-
fake IDs that are made
Aaron,
every
your
single
beacon
day?
is a
Look,
light
Jimmy.
in the
Jimmy.
dark.
I'm about to say this one
I
more
mean,
time.
hello.
The fraud that you looking at is zero, and Aaron, stop me when I'm saying too many zeros. 0.00001%, I think. Is that
So,
that is
wait.
minute. That is minute. We already have processes in place.
But Bill, one further thing. If you actually look at the fraud cases when it comes to voting,
Missing
it's
a zero.
happening
Okay.
in the Republican Party, especially in the state of Alabama.
Still there though, right? you.
Republican.
Thanks
So
for-
you're telling
welcome.
yes.
Goddamn it, welcome.
Thanks for proving my point, though.
No.
I appreciate you. Oh, yeah,
See,
yeah,
so
yeah,
this
yeah.
is how. Hold on. Hold on.
I'm gonna hold
Hold
on.
on.
Go ahead.
Jamie, Matthew,
I'm waiting.
No.
Matthew.
This
Stop.
is how you know you are incorrect, because the system catches them, and it is so incremental that it has no effect on the election. So again, you don't know what you're talking about because
No.
you think you're looking for perfection. There is nothing in this world that is
Gonna
perfect.
be
With a
perfect.
0% error rate.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Nothing.
Right.
You're always
So-
gonna when you have 350 million people, there's gonna be some fraud somewhere. Just like when
Right.
you're in a fucking restaurant, you already account for the waste because you know goddamn well you're gonna have a waste log at the end of the week per the end of the month. So this is
Okay,
simple.
then.
This is simple.
But what you stated and what you said was that there was photo ID and there
Correct.
was
signature
and there was
verification.
wait and there was verification.
Correct.
So what you were trying to state was that those two things would catch it all, and now
I
you're
did not.
trying.
That's not what he
No,
said.
I did
Yeah.
not.
That's what
That's
he
not what he
No, I
implied.
did not.
No, it was not. You're assuming. When you assume, you make an
Yeah,
ass out
that's
of
what
yourself.
you implied, though.
Exactly.
you
There was
assume,
no
Jimmy-
implication.
Jimmy,
Thank
when
you.
you
And it was.
assume, Jimmy, you make an ass out of yourself.
Yeah.
There was
But-
nothing that Bill
Period.
said to make you think that any system was absolutely perfect and absolute. That is the
But-
gotcha you were trying to
Right,
get.
but
Yeah,
then-
I'm speaking. That is what you were trying to pigeonhole Bill into because you are unlearned on this topic.
Yeah.
But he said, that's why we have ID verification and signature verification. That's
You were
exactly what
concerned,
he
you
stated.
Jimmy, you were
Yes.
concerned about fraud. I told you about two processes that is made when you actually cash in a mail-in ballot. That is all I was stating. And if
Right.
you and
And
military man, I have never argued with someone from the military about mail-in voting. Even Republicans that is in the military have agreed with me on this, and we have moved on from this because they
okay.
also would be affected, even though there's a provision in the SAVE Act for them. I don't. They're still. They are still gonna get hung up with different things like that, and they have told me this personally. More than one person have. They are not
Okay,
for
so
this, and that is why the GOP is not for this. Democrats is not the ones that is hanging this up. It is Republicans.
And the reason why Bill's point of voter ID and signature verification is so important is because in the case of the white Republicans who have been voting twice or sending in their dead spouse's ballot form, the system caught it. Why? Because there are so many checks in place to make sure that the right people are voting and to make sure that you're not voting twice, that those people were not only caught, arrested, and charged for illegally voting, and it had nothing to do with undocumented people in this country. It was U.S. citizens.
and it can happen,
Period.
and it happens on the other side as well.
No,
Where?
it
Give me
does
a
not.
case. Give me a case.
It never
Go.
happens on the Democratic side at all.
Give me
Is
a
that
case.
what you're trying to say?
No, I didn't say that.
You're saying
you
no.
I
You're
gave you examples. I
right.
gave you examples of this happening in Alabama and the cases that happened in the 2024 election.
Are there not?
You said it happens on both sides. So now give me your evidence of what state so I can look it up on my secondary device of this happening on the other side.
Would it be Alabama too? Probably.
I don't know. It's your evidence.
I don't know
it's
either.
Your
You
claim.
tell me. Hey, look it up on your secondary device.
You're the one that made the. You're the one that made the claim.
I just gave you your answer.
He don't know.
I said Alabama, just like you said.
Do you know what the SAVE Act even is, Jimmy?
Anyways, so can we agree that United States military members are
Agreed.
Okay,
that I hope he wasn't about to say the answer that I gave him.
Bill, hold on. Jimmy, you're so fucking rude. Now, like, okay, anyways, you need to address when people are speaking to you. No, you did not. No, you did not. You sassy
Are you serious?
Thing. Yes, I'm so serious, girlfriend. You're so fucking sassy.
Oh my goodness.
Yes,
wow.
queen. Address what the
triggered.
fuck Bill just said. Bill just said, do you know what the SAVE Act even is? Do you? Is that your bitch?
You know what? Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. Forget it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not going to answer that question. How about that? There we go.
What?
Just like
Do you know what the SAVE Act is?
I'm not going to answer that question. How about that?
Do you know what the SAVE Act is?
I'm not going to answer that question. How about that?
So then get the fuck up off the panel then.
Oh.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl.
Oh,
because you're not participating in the conversation. You're not participating in the conversation at all. It's annoying. You're annoying.
Kevin, thank you for the $2. Said low IQ again.
Y'all learned so
Jimmy,
much.
do you know what IQ stands
Go talk
for?
to your bitch.
You mean
Go talk to your bitch. Go talk to your bitch.
All right, he's crashing again.
Yeah, he doesn't have an answer to anything. The fuck?
Is there any other smart? Well, never mind. We're not gonna get that if I ask. W's Kevin. I tried to ask him. I'll try to ask him. He wasn't gonna know anyway. They don't even know what the SAVE Act is, y'all. I actually figured that out. They literally don't know what it is. They just think they have one liner for it. It stops illegal people from voting. Think about it. Watch. Next time when they talk about the Save Act, just ask them, what is the Save Act? They're going to say that, I bet you.
Well, Bill,
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Send me the live once y'all do it. Go ahead, Aaron.
Well, here's another question I have. They're so again, and stay with me here. They're so against voter fraud, but they like fraud. They voted for fraud. They are supporting fraud. So I don't understand why allegedly if we have all this voter fraud and they support it with the president and this administration, why are they not supporting this fraud too? They like it.
Yeah. Good question. Yeah, and basically the president documents that he released yesterday was actually releasing something that we already knew. Thank you, Danny. We already knew that Russia was in that. So that's all I'm gonna say to that. Y'all keep doing all of the good things. Let's get to 50,000 likes. And we are looking for Trump voters. This is not gonna last long.
No, it's China, man. It's not Russia.
China, that's not what those documents said yesterday. Okay. That's not what they said. And nobody dropped him, by the way. So I guess he was just being a creep. You know, that's like really creepy, by the way.
Real Cowboy Electrician says we have more votes than registered voters. No, we don't.
You see,
where in the world, if that was the case in the election commission that Trump put in back in 2017 would have came out and said it. Democrats would have came out and said it. It would have been this big hubbubaloo about this is blatant fraud if that was the case. Now, what you're misreading is there are more people registered to vote than are actual voters. Because, for instance, my mama passed away in 2021. I bet she's still on the voter roll somewhere, but guess what? She ain't voting because she in the dirt. Y'all don't understand what you're reading, and the news organizations that you listen to, they know that y'all aren't very smart and y'all don't have comprehension skills.
Hey, Tommy.
And they know that they can gaslight you into saying something as stupid as what you just said.
Stupid. Don't make no sense. Don't know what they talking about. They don't even know how our elections really work.
So wouldn't that mean that since Donald Trump won, that the fraud is Republicans?
Thank you for the tomatoes, Ray.
Okay.
I actually love that.
Yes.
I mean, by technicality.
Absolutely.
Like, do they get when they say shit like that? Like, if he just won and you're saying most of the votes are not accurate, so
thank you.
Is Republicans cheating?
Well, no. So I think what it is, Queen, is in 2016, Democrats they forgot to rig the election. 2020, they remembered to rig it, and then 2024, they forgot again.
But
So
who
the
forgot?
election-
That's the thing. I'm on that line of reasoning.
Right.
I
So
need
the
to know
election
the players, like
right.
who
So the election is
forgot?
only bad when a Republican is president.
Right.
Oh, okay, Ray. I look at it.
I don't know. I've worked in service too many times. I'm like, I've been back of house, front of house. I'm like, who dropped the plate?
Right.
That's my reasoning. I'm like, we had a recipe. It came to the plate. It came to the customer, and somehow, what?
Right. Yes. Y'all can I don't know how old this is. Can somebody put my PayPal in the comments on the tube? Someone is asking about my pay links on the tube.
Is it in the link in your bio?
No, I don't know how to do that yet. I didn't even think about that, honestly, Queen. I don't even gonna hold you.
No, I'm saying, are they in the links in your bio on TikTok?
Oh yeah, but she says she don't have TikTok. Um, thank you if you are watching from the tube. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, thank you. I hope you're enjoying the show. Hopefully you subscribe. Wow, that just made me feel good. I think that's a new person, and they don't have TikTok. All right, guys, that is a W. That's exactly what we want to see. All right. Yes, that's exactly what we want to see. Thank you so much. All right. So keep doing all of the good things, y'all. Let's get to 50,000 likes. And yeah, that just made me feel good. Pay links are in the link in bio if you would like to help me get through this. We have 180 left. And I know the goal is a little bit higher than usual, but that was because the daytime show I was actually with Matt. But anything that I made in that show, I did add on to this because let's say it all together. I am not a greedy bitch.
Greedy bitch.
All right. All right. I'm telling you, one
See
day.
how last time you said we'll eventually say it together?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're gonna start doing that for you.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, somebody gonna be they gonna be cleaning up, vacuuming one day, and I'm gonna be they gonna be listening to me, and they gonna say it out loud, and they gonna be like, "Shit, Bill." Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna get you. All right, let's. Oh my God, that was wild. So, Real Cowboy, I've tried to send you an invite. I'm gonna send you one more. Then at that point, I'm just gonna mute you because I don't feel like listening to you whine or looking at you whine. Oh, looks, we ran over another one. So he's doing it again. I've told this son of a bitch. I don't know what's wrong with him, but Donald Trump is slapping tariffs. Now he going against Canada. Once again, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna slap tariffs on Canada because of the smoke that's coming here." Seriously, Trump threatens to raise tariffs over Canadian wildfire smoke. On Friday, President Trump threatened to add pollution costs to to existing tariffs on Canadian goods, accusing Canada of, quote, willful negligence and forest management as wildfire smoke blankets the U.S., the Midwest, and the Northeast. Didn't he cut funding for firefighters?
Well, yes, he did, and he is now saying that they are going to basically sanction Canada for not raking their forests and having a wildfire be wild. But that's Shane's president, y'all.
Very concerning. Very, very concerning. So I don't think that's gonna get the job done. I don't think that's gonna stop the smoke from coming. All right. I don't think it works that way. All right, but we'll figure that out. We will figure that out. Now he could try to do this. He could say it. He only have so many days to actually implement these tariffs before he have to go through Congress per the Supreme Court ruling. So,
and then my question is this: if Canada is on fire like this, and it is, why can't he turn the faucet and make the water go back north into Canada?
That's what he did. He said California had a faucet, so.
Right, and he said he's seen it. So why can't he turn the faucet and turn the faucet knob? You turn the spigot north so that it just goes into Canada.
Yeah. Yeah, he's seen it. Wow. I didn't know he said that either. Wow. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Now let me see. Newsom is in the news as well. Newsom.
Wait, Jordy said the libs won't let him turn left. That's hilarious.
They won't. That's the truth. That's the truth, child. And Newsom is in the news. Just because he called Trump a mad king. I didn't know that gets you on the news now, but yeah.
Now, this week I've been a headline hoochie, and I've only read the headline of this, so I have not done my own reading. But several news stations, especially in Tennessee, the investigative reporter, the one that's been getting in people's ass, he's trustworthy. He said that the documents that were declassified by Trump yesterday actually proved that Russia was trying to help him win the election.
Yeah. Because that's what I was gonna tell Slime if he would have stayed up here, because he just knew he was a. What happened, Shane?
Yes,
because
Phil Williams.
Because I just knew he was gonna get cooked. That he was gonna get cooked, not me. But that's what I was trying to tell him is that Trump said China in an address, but that wasn't in the documents. Now the part that I saw, maybe it was, but I didn't see it.
It just said that China, thanks Phil, China would have preferred Trump to lose. But it actually goes into detail and it says that Russia actually was actively trying to help him win.
Yeah. Thank you for the heart, me. Thank you. Yeah, so I think that I don't know what was the point of this? Like, is he? Oh, okay, never mind. He's doing it again. He's sowing doubt into the elections, allegedly. No. Oh,
Who is crunching?
I'm a mute queen.
Oh, that was queen.
Get it, girl. That's what I think. That's okay, baby bruiser. Yeah, that's exactly what I think. That the president is trying to basically, this is what he do when he know he about to lose. This is what he do. So he did it before. Actually, he do it every time. All right. Let me see.
Now, I would also like to say this, and I'm going to speak very broadly because TikTok. When we on the left allege the beauty contest is rigged, stolen, you are giving credence to what Trump is doing now. Think about that. You are giving the fodder for them to say, even the left agrees that this is a messed up system and it needs to be overhauled. But is it Kalian? I'm gonna say Nubian because I can say that. People underestimate white supremacy in this country. I absolutely believe he won fair and square. People don't, you underestimate the anti-blackness, anti-black womanness of this country. Well, not you, of this country. He absolutely won fair and square. People just can't believe it because people will vote blue down ballot and at the top vote for him or not vote at all.
Yeah.
Yo, my bad. I didn't know I was not muted.
No, you're okay.
I was eating a fucking burger and some chips.
That sounds good right now.
I was hungry, y'all. Sorry, my fault.
That do sound good. Y'all, let's finish these finger hearts. Let's finish these finger hearts, please. So we could keep going through the FYP. And let's keep tapping the screen. We need to get to 50,000 likes. Don't forget, please subscribe to my YouTube if you are not subscribed already. All right. We are almost to our 500 subscribers. And D told me not to tell y'all because he think that y'all gonna stop the momentum. I ain't gonna lie to you, I did agree with him when he said it, but then I came from management and I have just a different type of managing thing. So before I told the group that we were 49% down, if you're paying attention in Discord, um, we were 49% down from the last month with watch hours on the tube of you. Guys, we are now just 35% down. So we are making a huge gap. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it, please. All right, please keep going. And this is the beauty. I don't have to do anything anymore besides the content uh with the forms that I'm gonna make on YouTube, which is gonna start next month, which is a whole nother thing. um the lives automatically upload on there. And while you guys are watching, I believe that already counts as watch hours. So really the only
Oh,
thing that
that's
I have
cool.
yeah, the only thing that I have to do is just add it to my playlist so it could be part of that, and then you guys should be able to knock it out. Like yesterday we did 4 hours. So we should be able to do it.
That's awesome, Bill. Look at our Bill, y'all. He's done grew up.
Yeah, just wait until the first week of August when I have another announcement. We have a lot of stuff to get done, y'all. A lot of stuff we gotta get done before the election, because election season, I want to be out on the ground a little bit more, and hopefully I get to partner up with some people here in Chicago. So I want to get all of this stuff done, so it could run like a well-oiled machine. No baby oil, no Diddy. Mel, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you for the $10, Mel. Let me see. Mel said for the daily goal. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
I'm so done with you.
Yeah, I can't stand that man. Okay, what a creep. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you so much. I need to stop by there. I ain't seen Ann in a while. So y'all, I wanted to tell y'all this. And by the way, we are looking for Trump voters. If you voted for Trump and you're not scary, request up. Let's just have a discussion if that's possible. If you on the tube of you and you on there, Stas, come on up, man. I ain't gonna be hard on you. Oh, sorry, I sent the invite to the wrong person. Sorry. Come on up, Stas. Guy, I'm sorry. I sent it to the wrong person. I was trying to get Stas.
Okay, you can drop me, babe.
I appreciate you. Come on up, Stas. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know you love it here. All right. So I was gonna say this. And at first I was being a headline hoochie, but then I actually clicked on the article, and I don't know if he's trolling or if it's for real. But Don Lemon said he's serious about running for president.
And the silence fell over the room.
Yeah, on Thursdays, Don Lemon said he is seriously considering a 2028 run after repeated public requests. Who's requesting this?
His husband.
Since leaving CNN, Lemon has established himself as an independent journalist, hosting a Don Lemon show on the Tube of You and other platforms while fielding repeated requests to run for office. You see how they named the Tube of You first, and he's actually on TikTok too? Yeah. 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 Hey, YouTube. Lemon stated he would prefer a voter citizen driven campaign, avoiding begging for money, arguing modern politics no longer demands extensive experience given the current president of the United States lacked prior background.
Oh, he got to be trolling because that is diabolical.
Wow.
Wait, why I get a restriction?
I have no idea. You still got your backup?
Yep.
All right.
See?
All right. She got that coconut water. We got it too, Aaron. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, well. It's the 10-minute one. Yeah, I don't. I like what Don. I was gonna say John Lemon. I like what Don Lemon do. I I really do. But I don't want him to be my president. I don't like him that much. No. Oh, Styles, you running from me tonight, huh? No, he's not a politician, you know? Which is, I mean, press secretary. I'll take that. Press secretary. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know who requested that. I don't know who he's talking about. Like Aaron said, maybe he's talking about his husband. Maybe he asked him. Oh, Styles decided to come up, y'all. All right.
Oh, I'm not running, buddy. I'll be right here. I was just gonna sit in the comments and hang out.
Is the grandbaby here yet?
Not yet, man. Not yet. We still got another month.
Oh, okay.
Are you excited?
Wait, was this an accident, Shane?
No, I just wanted to clear up. I didn't vote for that man. I don't know what Aaron's talking about.
Shane,
and
please.
we will be hosting some auditions for new co-hosts. Just to let y'all know. So if y'all want to come to those auditions, DM Bill, and we'll let y'all know.
Thank you, Shane.
Good night.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. W's in the chat for my executive
he
producer.
said, "Do not disparage my name."
First off,
yeah,
welcome.
It goes down
Goddamn
here,
it,
y'all. It goes down here. All right, y'all. Keep doing all of the good things. Let's get these finger hearts out the way. Let's keep going through the FYP because I got a 10-minute bio. So let's keep tapping it up. I need y'all engagement right now. We got 169 of the live gold. Pay links are in the link in bio if you would like to help me get through that. Just to build 94 is the Cash App. We have PayPal, Zelle, and all of the other things too. I accept EBT too. Give me those give me that card number, and I'll go ahead and buy me a couple of cases of Pepsi. All right, Styles. So what's new?
Nothing, man. I don't know. Nothing since the last time I talked to you. Just darn thing, grandkid ain't here yet. And just hanging out.
What the heck is that?
Probably the kids.
Figure that jump in, say hey.
What is that screaming in the background?
Oh, it's fucking. I don't even know what the hell.
Okay.
I'm concerned.
It was cats. There's like cats going on around our neighborhood, and
they must be in heat.
Yeah, I don't want to tell you what I'm trying to do about the situation, but yeah, we do.
Okay, Claudia. Okay. So what do you think about what's going on? You still supporting this man? I mean, he's
no. You know what?
Ridiculous.
I'm gonna be in the same situation I was before the last time we talked. I didn't. You know, I kind of voted for him, but you know, shit's. I'm not in support. So I'm looking forward to the next candidacy and seeing who we get to run and what's going on, and hopefully we get a better candidate, because I don't think, I supported Trump on his first presidency and kind of did on his second, and I thought he'd do a little bit better, but no, at this point, no. I'm not a fan.
So now that you've come full circle and you realize that we were right the entire time of what we were telling you.
Well, no.
Hold on. Let me cook. So that means this next go round, you should really listen to our conversations when we go over the candidates. And you probably should listen to us because we were right in everything. Just saying.
You were right on some things, but you were wrong on others. So
what were we wrong on?
I mean, you can't say that you were right on everything.
Yes, we can.
No, you can't.
We literally can.
You supported. No, what? You
Hey,
can't
y'all,
say that
I love
everyone's
these
right.
tomatoes, y'all. I love these tomatoes.
You can't say that you're always right and we're always wrong.
I
mean,
did not
everybody
say. See, you see how you just straw man my argument into something I didn't say? I'm talking about this particular when we were talking about the election and these candidates. We were right 100% on everything that we said. I didn't say I'm always right or we're always right. That's arrogance. That's haughtiness.
True.
So don't mischaracterize what I said.
Yeah, but you can't say that here, and you can't sit here and say that everything that Trump did was wrong.
Yes, I can. Name one thing he
Everything?
did that was right.
Everything?
Name one thing he did right.
That was right.
Border security.
Wrong.
Let's talk about that.
You can't tell me that he hasn't getting more criminals out of the country than before. You can't tell me that he hasn't.
Yes,
shut
we can.
down.
No, yeah, we have. Do you know?
We actually can. We have the data for that.
Yeah. Hold on. Y'all, can y'all help me get through these tomatoes? I'm trying to get through the FYP real quick. I don't know what you. So, do you know how many people was deported last year? Erica, I mean, yo, Lord Jesus, you know I'm high, y'all. Dr. Steele, thank you so much thank you so much for the $2. Said for the cat fund. Yeah, I agree with that, Dr. Steele. W's in the chat for Dr. Steele on a cat fund. We're gonna save this kitten. W's in the chat. How much y'all want to do for this cat fund? Because this is ridiculous. Anything that we make on this cat fund, I'll go ahead and spend it on Riot. But yeah, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Okay. But okay. Do you know how many people he deported last year?
No, I don't, dude. Honestly, I'm going to tell you I don't.
Okay,
no.
It's okay. I mean, this is my job to know. It's around 600,000 roughly, if you don't include self deportations. It's odd because Biden doubled that his first year, but the thing that don't make sense is that Biden allegedly let in the most people. So shouldn't he be deporting a bunch of people? What's happening?
I don't think that is necessarily true. And I mean, I know the Trump administration claims to think that, oh, we're only deporting, violent criminals, whatever. But do you not think that they're not doing that? Do you not think that they have helped?
No.
Okay.
What they've done is they've
always gotten violent criminals.
And I mean,
right, because if you actually looked at the deportation numbers with Obama and Biden, they actually focus, and Obama actually did towards the latter half of his term
had the most
because
out of any other president in
no,
history.
listen, don't finish my words for me. I don't like it when men try to. I don't like it when men try to speak for me because I'm very capable of finishing my own sentences.
I'm not trying to speak for you, honey. I'm not at all. I promise.
Okay, you tried to finish my sentence instead of just letting me speak.
No, I was just interjecting. But go.
That's what that means. But both of them focused on deporting the criminals that had deportation orders, right? Trump did not. That's why they increased deportation flights under both those administrations. And Trump has not. Trump has actually decreased deportation flights. He's actually housing them into complexes all over this country. And he's actually made law abiding residents and temporary residents criminals. That's what Trump has done.
Keep tapping, y'all. Keep tapping. Let's get to 100,000. Let's get through that FYP, y'all. Oh, I forgot to mention. Don't forget about the gift gallery. Remember, if we could get 2 things out of the gift gallery, all right, we should be able to come close. Not that close, but who got me on the gift gallery? Who got me? Because we got the corgi, we got the money gun, we got the DJ glasses. Go ahead and take a look at that, y'all, because that makes TikTok very happy. Very happy.
According to the DOJ and federal government, Obama is the highest president to ever deport people with 3.1 million people.
Correct.
Over his 2 terms. So
correct.
Okay.
That's not a debatable fact.
Right.
That's why the left called him the deporter in chief.
Yeah.
And he did so following the law and got all them people out. And I know that sounds callous, but stay with me, people.
It is callous. I mean, you can't argue it, but you can't say that Trump's just deporting everybody.
But why is it callous if you're following the law?
And you don't think Trump is?
He's not. That's why there's so many
kicking
laws
everybody out on his own accord. Like,
he literally
just go.
No, he literally
it doesn't make sense.
People, yeah, because you're not listening and you don't want to actually learn.
Well, you don't want to.
One of the issues.
I mean, it's the same.
Stas, you're laughing, but she's about to tell you something that is happening in courts, I think.
Yeah, he literally made people who came here and followed our immigration laws to get temporary status, to be on the to have visas, to get their asylum. He literally revoked their legal status of being here after they've proven themselves to be upright, made them illegal, and then used those lists to go and arrest them for being here illegally. Mm-hmm. That is why there are so many one of the reasons why there are so many lawsuits that are out there right now and why people are outraged. People didn't like what Obama did, but he followed the law. Trump could have just as many people deported if he followed the freaking law.
Not to mention the people that he's killing.
True.
I mean, it depends on how you look at it, but
how you look at
everybody can say they're following the law, but 3.1 million people in 2 terms, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, because we had a lot of people to deport.
Yeah.
Correct.
Just
and
like well, then why is he not doing it? And he breaking the law doing it. Shit, if you breaking the law doing it, shit, that you would be getting more people out of here. He only, just like this year, he only deported around estimated 66,000 people. What is he doing?
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not.
But why don't you know this? But you say that he's winning with this. Is it? I mean, just
I'm
be
not
honest.
saying
Are you
he's
just
winning.
taking his word?
When did I ever say?
You said that he was doing the right thing with border security.
I mean, he's trying.
It just because are you just saying that because he's saying it, or are you actually looking into this stuff and backing up if what he's saying is actually true?
No, because I've actually been against a lot of everything he said a lot lately, and my wife and I, but even my father-in-law. I mean, we're talking about it, and we're like, I don't even know where we go from here because there's no agreement on anything. There's no sides to anything. There's no justification to anything what's going on right now. Like, where do we go? Where do we go from here?
You go. Actually, that's a great question, Saz, and I'm glad you asked that.
I'm on the fence. Don't
be on the fence. Let me help you. You actually read the policies and not listen to the rhetoric. He said a lot of things that you listened to that sounded good to you because, like I tell this to Bill, I tell it to anyone. Anyone who's been educated or socialized inside the United States have been ingrained with ideals of white supremacy undercover, and you don't even realize it. So that's when you say, close them borders, deport the illegals, get those immigrants out here, white, black, Asian, Hispanic. All of them said, yeah, get them out of here.
No,
they're taking stuff from me. You may not have said those exact words, but that policy is what you voted for. And if you actually read, hold on, let me land.
Nope. Yeah, nope. Go ahead.
And if you actually read the policy, you would have saw the policy was sending a Gestapo into neighborhoods and rounding people up from schools. It was being inhumane and cruel because cruelty was the point, and end quote, there that's Holman's words. You would have saw that they wanted to bring back racial profiling as a mandatory policing, which is based and rooted in racism. And you would have said, that makes me uncomfortable.
Right. And I don't disagree with you at all. And you know what's really funny about what's going on is everybody, all the fighting and the political bullshit that's going on is it's all about the presidency, who holds office. You think the president gives a fuck about us? No, he
Stas,
don't
what are
care.
you talking about?
I'm saying like nobody cares about the president doesn't give a shit about
Okay,
us.
so see, so this is why I think you all have an issue, and I don't know what Donald Trump did, and I'm not trying to be funny, like I'm being serious. I don't know what Donald Trump did to you all, but you don't look at him as a president or a politician or someone that works for you. Some of you look at him as an idol. Some of you look at him as, a savior. And again, I'm not trying to be cute or funny for real. And it's very concerning. I don't know what it is. I know that like he cracks a joke here and there and things like that, but honestly, like I love funny people. Like I love people that got good energy like that. That man, I don't understand what it does for you all. There's 1,000 other Republicans that you guys could have backed and supported, and you chose this. And like just the way you said it, like we talk about the president, but the president doesn't care about us. That's not how it works. We're not talking about Trump because like we're in our feelings or it's fun or things like this. This is because no matter who is president, I don't care if it's Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, or things like that, they are going to get it. They're going to get it because they decided that they was going to hold the mantle to not only foreign but domestically as well. So they have to deal with this. We're going to always talk about the president. Imagine being in my seat and having to hear what you guys said about Joe Biden. It's like you all have amnesia about how the Biden administration was. You all had me stressed out every single day of the Biden administration. You was calling him old, feeble. You said that we needed to invoke the 25th Amendment, saying that that somebody, I mean, it was even alleged that Obama was running the presidency and Joe Biden wasn't doing it. Somebody said that he had a clone. I mean, you guys were relentless. It was picture after video of him falling and things like that. You wouldn't stop. So stop pretending like, all of a sudden now why is everybody talking about Trump? We've always done this. And social media and the way that we communicate now is always going to make it worse. So Donald Trump is not your friend. He is somebody that works for you. We know that he don't give a fuck. You ain't have to tell us that. We been knew that. I don't think any of them do. I'm not expecting them to. You work for me. I don't give a fuck if you care about me or not. But you gonna care about this agenda that I got because I got something that you need. You need my support, my money, and my vote.
And I agree, but with a slight change. I think that the president and or Congress people care about us, the citizens, based on the policies that are passed. How is it helping or hurting the everyday American? And for the last, was it 16 months? I don't know how many months it is. Since this Congress has been in power, since this president has been in power, fraud is up, bankruptcies are up, taxes are up, prices are up. Everything, like you're looking back in the Biden years as the golden years because it wasn't all this fighting. It was actually the government working ish because it wasn't progressives in power. It was doing what it was supposed to be doing. It was actually changing the material conditions of people who were saddled with all this debt and all this fraud. You can't say that with Trump. Trump and his administration are getting rich by the billions. Meanwhile, truck drivers can barely pay for gas because it's $5 a gallon. Farmers are going bankrupt. Mothers and
Farmers
fathers
will never go bankrupt.
they don't have food stamps anymore. They don't have Medicaid anymore.
Why? But think about what you just said, Stas. And
Farmers
I
will-
used to feel like
farmers
this.
will never
Why?
go
Why?
bankrupt.
Why won't that happen?
Why? Because the government bails them out every single year.
Stas.
No matter who is under, if it's a Democrat or a Republican. I live in a farm country.
So do
work
I.
with
And
farmers
Aaron is absolutely
every
right.
single day. Farmers will never go bankrupt.
And what about
no
for
matter
the
if it's
do you,
Democrat or Republican?
Okay, explain
they
to
always
it's the
get
all right.
bailed
It's the
out.
subsidies for each individual farmer. Like, do they go off of? Do they assess each farmer, or is it a blanket credit basically?
I don't even know what you just said, but I'm just saying that if they get stormed out when they plant,
can I explain further then?
yeah. Go
Okay,
ahead, bud.
so each farmer they grow different crops. They in each situation. They in different states. When they have a subsidy, are they going to each individual farmer, or is it like just a subsidy for all farmers?
That's why they have crop advisors. Big farms.
I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, I mean,
Is
yeah,
it a credit? Is it a blanket? Or do they go to each of the, like, let's say Stas is a farmer. Do they say, okay, Stas, you grow this and you crop, this is how much you're going to get from your subsidy. Bill, you're a farmer. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Or is it just like a broad thing? Like everybody gets $800,000, for example.
It depends. I mean, if they have crop insurance and that goes through big government and everything else, but farmers, the world would not. We wouldn't have food. We wouldn't have shit.
So I'll just get the answer here.
All the time.
But see, the difference is, Bill, is this administration and Doge cut all those subsidies. They cut all the farm equipment stuff. Hold on.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
And Aaron, the thing is, I've spoken to farmers, and that's why I've brought that up. Oh shit! Hold on. Okay, sorry, y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I knocked the internet cord out. Aaron, I've actually spoke to farmers because I live in a farmer state, and that's why I asked about the subsidies, because sometimes, Aaron, and I'm only going for what they told me, sometimes the subsidies is not even enough to cover it.
Right.
Because they wish that they would be individually assessed it, because they say that it's not the same for every farmer. That's where I got that from.
And he says it's not true. If it's not true, then there wouldn't be a $95 billion farm aid bill that was introduced 2 days ago, on top of the farm aid bill that came out in 2025 to help pay for all the stuff that was cut. You wouldn't have farmers in an uproar and actually angry at Trump. You're not listening to farmers. Maybe in your small community, y'all are still, they're still up Trump's butt. But bankruptcies and farm bankruptcies are up, I think, 46% in 1 year. And that was 2025. That's not counting 2026. And you can laugh and you can be callous and, maybe it's part of your culture, but I don't find joy in people suffering. I don't find anything funny by someone who has a generational farm going bankrupt and losing everything because Russ Vaught and JD Vance wants to buy up their land with Acre Trader, which is their company to buy up foreclosed farmland. So you
think
bankrupt the
that's
farmers.
what it is. That's why. That's why farmers are going broke, because people want to buy up the acreages.
No. You didn't hear what I said. You weren't paying attention. J.D. Vance, the vice president you voted
Yeah,
for,
I know who he
and
is.
Russ Vought, the official budget management office, which sets the budget for the administration, absolutely put a finger on the scale to cut out all the subsidies and the aids that have kept white farmers afloat all these years. Cut all of that, so now their company can go buy up that farmland and sell it to China.
Yeah.
So you think that's the problem?
That is
That's the problem.
one of the problems.
That's
That's
the
what's
reason
happening.
why. That's the reason why Kansas and Colorado farmers usually get 65 bushel wheat per acre, but since they haven't gotten any rain or winter or anything snow, and now they're getting like 10 to 12 bushels
And
per
they
acre.
would have been able.
It's because
they
of
would
JD
have been
Vance.
able to apply for
It's
aid because there
because
were
of JD Vance that
programs.
they're down.
Because there were programs that were in place for the droughts. It was through FEMA. It was through the Department of Ag for this, because they knew that it was an issue until this administration cut the funding.
All right, give me a second. So again, it might not look like I'm into this, but I actually wanted to be a farmer at one point, and I took classes on this. So when this happened to USAID, I had to double check, but I'll definitely want to fact check, because it wasn't here. I'll just explain. So it was cuts made, but it was cuts made to when USAID got cut, it indirectly affected farmers, because farmers with the food aid purchases and things like that, like crop insurance payments and conversation payments, which I forgot what that was. Conversation payments, I'll have to double check that. Those are not administrated by USAID, however, but when USAID was cut, it affected the farmers because of the way that USAID and farmers are linked in with each other, because they work with farmers to supply the aid around the world. Does that make sense, Stas?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry if I kind of botched that a little bit. So no, they didn't go in and say we're gonna cut subsidies for farmers.
So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they didn't blankly say it, but when they cut USAID, it affected the farmers. So maybe we need to change the language on how we say it, just to make sure we don't confuse people. But it's still the same shit. Like Aaron said, they cut the subsidies, because I mean that still hurt motherfuckers' pockets. But let me do this. Thank you, y'all. This is actually the biggest thank you that we're gonna have all week, probably. Denise, thank you for the $10, and this is why I say this. Denise said, "Glad to found you on YouTube. You bring facts and enthusiasm for the political future." Our first,
wow,
yes,
YouTube.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Bear. I am never gonna forget you. You are our first donor. It's just like when you open up a restaurant and you put that dollar in a frame. You are my first donor from YouTube. Thank you so much. I hope that you really enjoy the show. And if you ever download TikTok, come on over and join us over here too. We have a lot of fun. But help me keep growing this platform on YouTube. I hope I'm the next one up and coming. W's in the chat, y'all. W's. All right. Pay links are in the link in bio, y'all. We have 152 left of the live goal. Let's keep doing all of the good things just to build 94. It's the Cash App. We have PayPal, Zelle, and Venmo as well. That is, I should start saying my Venmo and stuff, but I have know all of that. My mom's know it better than me. Red, we still got a lot to go, and we do have a new guest. Just give me 1 second. Zen, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
What's your age and state?
34, Florida.
All right. Did you want to hop into this conversation, or did you want to start off with the prompt?
Well, I'm confused. Like, what's the context here? Like, what do you mean it's always about race?
Okay, that's a fair question. So, I used to believe that as a Democrat that it was actually us that was involving ourselves in identity politics and really talking about race. But I was proud of that. It wasn't like I was like, oh my gosh, we're talking about it too much. But then when I was actually taking a look at it, because I wanted to do a new prompt, I was like, it's not actually the left that has been talking about race. What the thing that is happening with the left is we're getting baited into talking about race, and it's funny that it always happens during an election year. So I think that you guys actually use race as a bait and as a political weapon to actually get Democrats to start talking about it, because you know that we are going to take the bait on that because it's like humanity. So why are you guys so concerned about race? Why are you so concerned about appointed Supreme Court justices that's going to overturn affirmative action? Why are we calling black people DEI hires? Like, why are we going after the Smithsonian Museum? You know, so why are we so concerned about race? I don't get it.
That's the way he is. He's always like, you guys, you guys, you guys. So
Okay,
he's
so
actually
like I
race
said, okay, you could say that, but I'm talking to Zen. Thank you. I know
Right.
I know
That's a
you're an
good.
uncomfortable white. Go ahead.
And aren't you and Bill? When you say you guys, aren't you talking? Doesn't your prompt say Trump supporters, or does it
Yes.
say white people?
Oh no, I mean Trump voters.
Yeah, I thought it says Trump voters.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's you guys, because y'all voted for Trump.
Yeah.
So I mean, just because like some Trump voters say that doesn't mean that it's
It's
central
not.
to the.
I didn't even fucking vote.
It's the who's talking. Like, can I get one at a time? Like, are you okay? Zen, if I'll respond to you. Um, it's the majority of your party that is concerned about race. It's not every individual. That would be nothing is absolute. Well, besides maybe a Vodka here or two.
But wouldn't you agree that post, especially Trump's second term, you're hearing a lot less about thing you know taking into account the historical context of the person and just trying to judge the person based on merit. So this is whether it's for university entrance exams or being admitted to a college, not taking into account race, or whether it's for a job or a career, or there, I mean, this never happened to me in my career, but I think within the discourse that you hear in the public, you do hear quite a bit that, certain people are favored or hired given, something related to their race, not related to their resume or their education or their work experience or anything like that.
Yeah, but that's not what DEIA is. And I understand that a lot of people had an issue with affirmative action, even though it didn't benefit black people like they think they did. But DEIA wasn't about hiring people based off of their race or trying to meet a quota or anything. It's Donald Trump that turned it into that.
Oh my god.
Because
Well, but even before Trump, right, there was a narrative that the reason why we needed these kinds of programs was because of like this kind of inherently systematic racist nation that we live in that have to make up for unjustful actions. And so one of those not just being, for example, civil rights, but now in this century or in this time period, making it specific about career opportunities and stuff like that, and saying that even if you're, let's say, a person of a certain race, like a white person, and you have a certain career, it's because of your privilege, it's not because of your skill. And so one person's success is by definition another person being hurt, and that's why you have to have a DEI program.
No, that's not what that means at all.
That was created.
And that's not.
Well,
and again,
that's
and
the
that, and
rhetoric.
that, and see you. And
No,
this is what you did.
Hold
You
on,
did.
Aaron. Hold on. He's actually correct. That is the rhetoric of the right. That's what you guys have turned it into. Nobody
So
said
you
that on the
think
left.
it's not like that? You think that there's
I've worked for a company that promoted DEIA. No, I know exactly.
No, but the thing is that if you look at
I didn't
the number,
I didn't have to look at race or anything. DEIA was about us having to outsource to different neighborhoods and residents in other neighboring cities. That's what it
It's
was about, the
right.
outreach. And then once
It's
they got there,
right.
it was about making sure that everybody felt included in the workplace. Everyone,
Right.
including white people. I don't. Yeah,
Because
but go ahead, Aaron.
because
I
you
cut you off.
yeah, DEIA is a policy of to consider to broaden your pool of research of a pool of applicants. It is not saying you have to hire someone black. See, but people who are threatened by competing, you automatically think that DEIA either meant lower standards or only black people. DEIA are moms, they're veterans, they're old people. It's people who are bilingual. It's people who are different countries. It's people who are in the El Bakwa nation. You think because the way that you were raised is white forward, you think anytime someone of a person of color, black people, get hired over you, that they only got it because of the color of their skin. We can look at this administration and see that they don't believe in merit-based hiring. They believe in white-face hiring because none of them are qualified for the jobs and the roles that they hold. None of them. And they were replaced by the people who had them before. A lot of them were super qualified black people that they fired simply because they were black.
Well, I
So
mean,
you could respond.
I think it's hard to have this discussion when, right, like we see things just so differently. And I think you might be right. I mean, maybe there are different echo chambers where, you know, people on the right see it one way and then people on the left see it in another way, and then it's impossible to reach consensus. And then this is also an issue with social media where the algorithms just isolate different points of views and then they get repeated over and over again. But you know, from what I've read about these DEI programs, you know, post Trump, right, you've seen these corporations admit at the leadership level that these initiatives went way too far.
No, they
right?
didn't.
And they
Hold on,
actually
Name one
scaled.
corporation that
Wait,
did
let me
that.
finish.
Hold
Let me
on,
finish.
hold on.
Well, let
They
me look.
said
Tell me the corporation so I can look it up.
That's what I was. Yeah, I got you. I'm on the
they
same.
were
page.
saying that they went too far. They crossed the line, and since then they've scaled back and they've essentially gotten rid of these DEI initiatives and even leadership positions, and you know having these across the board requirements that you have to have these quotas and these numbers and all of that.
That's affirmative action. That's not DEIA.
I'm
That
not
was
talking
done
about
away with
affirmative action.
2023.
No, I'm not talking about affirmative action. I'm talking
What
about
you just described is affirmative
private.
action.
No,
He's not
what I'm
trying to
talking
fight.
Do you
about
have
is
the name of the
DEI
store?
policies in
Do
corporate
you have the
America.
name of a company that did that?
Sure. Like this, I think it was, for example, the CEO of one of the top 4 financial services companies that talked about this. I believe it was BlackRock or Blackstone, one of those two. That's just an example.
Can we level set and make sure we're on the same page? What is DEIA?
Actually, until today, I've never heard of DEI. I've only heard of DEI.
Well, that's because they always forget about the handicap community. What is DEI? Since that's all you know, what is DEI?
Diversity, equity, and inclusion.
I didn't say what it stood for. I said, what is it?
Oh, okay. Well,
let's look into this.
Well, you know, the reason why you should also look at what those letters stand for.
No.
He's trying. Quit interrupting.
Stars, be quiet.
Stars,
Zen,
hold on.
In order to, and the reason why I'm stopping you, in order for us to
well, you're stopping me because you're very aggressive and you're insecure about your own
look
position.
at that microaggression.
Y'all, come on, y'all.
Like, okay, microaggression.
Because
the reason why I'm stopping you,
finally,
the reason why I'm stopping you, Zen, is because we need to have a base level to make sure we are all operating on the same understanding. That is why I'm asking you to tell me what DEIA is, not what the acronym stands for.
Okay, I actually already explained it once, but I'll explain it again. DEI is an initiative that exists, that has existed Now it has been scaled back in the corporate America world, right? In the private sector, not about affirmative action, okay? It's in the private sector where companies and HR departments have been pressured to have certain quotas around certain demographics and certain groups that are considered unjustly treated historically. And because of these reasons, like white people occupying these positions have a position of privilege. And that's why we need to have these quotas.
All right,
And
now
for
pause.
example,
Now pause there. Pause
hold on,
there.
no, I have to finish. I'm going to finish.
Pause
And
there.
this includes,
Zen,
this doesn't
Pause.
include,
Zen,
hold on.
Zen, calm down.
The
man.
reason why I told you to pause there is you just described affirmative action.
I just told you it wasn't affirmative action.
Okay,
Are you
I have.
fucking stupid?
I have.
Talk about a quota.
I just fucking told you it's not affirmative.
Dude, you need to get off the
Stop
man.
yelling.
Get off the
Like
man.
when
Stop.
you're kind,
Shut the fuck up.
when
You're
when
fucking
you're
retarded if you don't.
when
All
you're
right, so-
don't be ableist.
Yeah, Stars, are you gonna say something to that?
Whenever you talk
what I
about
thought.
quotas, that is affirmative action.
I'll always say so.
And that is why white women benefited the most from affirmative action because they were less represented than black people in the workforce and in education.
Okay.
So that is why I wanted to get a level set to make sure that these unqualified men who don't know what they're talking about understood the difference between affirmative action, which ended in 2022, and DEIA policies, which is the optic consideration, what Bill described.
You cannot say words like that on fucking TikTok. Do not ever say that fucking word again on my shit.
Wait, who says so?
Shut your bitch ass up. I'm talking to Zen. Damn, get his fucking dick out your mouth, bro. He ain't even he ain't said nothing to you since he came. He ain't acknowledged you one time, bro. Stop being a fucking pygmy. He don't want you. He is talking to me and Aaron. He ain't said hi to you. He ain't said what up, bro. He ain't sent you a rose. He ain't said shit to you. Get off this man dick, bro. Zen, do not say anything like that. That is a slur. I don't care if you don't think it's a slur. It is a slur in my space. I have people that I care about here. Do not say anything like, don't say the R word. Do not say that. Now, I brought you back up because I wanted to, I brought up this company that you talked about. And I have the quote of what they said. And I'm just going to read it. He's, the CEO
From the
said.
CEO?
Correct.
From the CEO. Okay. What's his name?
Let me see. Larry Fink.
Oh.
Yes, that's it. Perfect. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good at my job, sir. We operate in one of the most highly regulated industries globally and are committed to following the law in every respect, the memo said. Recently, there have been a number of significant changes to the U.S. legal and policy environment related to diversity, equity, and inclusion that apply to many companies, including BlackRock.
What did he say that made you blow up?
AKA,
you might want to watch the full speech.
AKA,
Let me stop you there.
So
okay?
let me
stop you there, Aaron.
I was not finished, and then I will let Aaron go. So then the article goes on, and I could send you this in, and we could read this together. The article goes on, and it says different excerpts of the memo. Our connected and inclusive culture is imperative to achieving our commercial objectives and delivering performance for our clients. Our talent and culture of what set BlackRock apart, delivering for clients requires attracting the best people. Again, that's that outreach that I was talking about. Attracting the best people from across the world. We are committed to creating a culture that welcomes diverse people and perspectives to foster creative solutions and avoid groupthink. All right. And then the article explains why how BlackRock came to this. They came to this conclusion because of the list of executive orders that was presented in 2025. Now, the reason why I read this is because I did not see anything where they said that they felt pressured or anything.
Yeah, you didn't read the full quote. You didn't read the full quote.
They didn't even say that they felt
Let me tell you the full
from the
quote then,
Trump
because you're
administration.
clearly not good at your job.
All right.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Well,
Go
wait,
ahead.
let
Okay,
him
great,
finish. Let
great.
him finish.
Look
Let him
up the
finish.
specific.
All right.
Let him
Look
finish.
at.
I'm about to sell
Hey,
you,
let him.
Styles. Okay, I'm finna sell him. Go ahead, Zen.
No, but thank you. Like you're a good host. Like I think it's good that you pull this up because, and this is an interesting example because I think Larry Fink was also fair in not trying to be anti DEI and acknowledging that it was necessary, right? And it has its necessities for the corporate world. And I think he even acknowledged that, it's a good thing to have it. But what he talked about was people pressured into doing things and having swung too far. And his specific term was that it swung too far. And if you want, just search and ask Gemini and Google to find it for you. Swung too far. It's an exact quote that he said. And there's a video online of him saying it. He said it in like some sort of like Q&A in public. It's not like this was in private and there's no video online. You can literally pull up the video.
Okay. Aaron.
So I'm actually pulling up the actual quote. There's a Forbes article that talks about what Larry Fink said when he said he was no longer using the ESG. The ESG is the governance that comes from the government, and there was regulations that was set forth in certain policies and procedures. They no longer are using the term ESG, but they're still doing what ESG does. They just use a different term because of the administration put out the anti-DEIA policies, and we're going to take away contracts, grants, things like that from any companies who use those words. BlackRock still does that to this day. Just like if you look at any Fortune 100 company, they all have similar statements where they're, quote, changing the whatever they call it at their company, but they have not rolled back what they've done. Target is one of them. Even though Target pussy popped and retooled their announcement, they no longer use the terms DEIA. They had some neighborhood approach or whatever it was that they tried to come back and say what it was, and it was still the same policies that was under DEIA, but they removed that verbiage but not the policies, so they would not be targeted by the administration. You see that at Sam's Club, you see that at Walmart, you see that every corporate Fortune 100 company. But if you are simple-minded and you don't know, have a thesaurus and do not understand how to read what you're looking at, you would think that it's a total dismissal of DEIA policies. When Larry Fink said their policy is to avoid group think, it means that he doesn't want a whole bunch of the same people who think alike to be the only ones making decisions. Because anyone in finance, anyone in the business world knows the more diverse your boardroom is, the more diverse your employee pool is, the more money you are going to make, because you can reach out and include so many different groups and demographics.
Well, that's an ideology more than a fact of life. That's the first thing. Second of all, let me stop you there. I'm not finished
speaking. But since you did interrupt,
why are you muting me?
An ideology. I have not told you my ideology. I've told you business 101.
No, you don't know anything.
I don't know what you do for a living, but Bill can tell you, anyone in hospitality can tell you, anyone that owns their own business knows that when you diversify your outreach to different groups, you're going to make more money. Marketing 101.
That's an ideology what you're describing. It's not a fact of business.
That's business.
It's an ideology, and it's a woke ideology.
That's what you. Okay,
and that's what we've been talking about here. Well, what I'm trying to tell y'all is that this reactionary a pushback that you got from the right, and it's specific around not just the DEI stuff, but it's more inclusive of the woke mentality that took over the politics for a very long time. But after Trump came, they got rid of it, and that's why many people like Trump.
Are you a conservative?
No, I'm not.
You don't believe? So wait, hold on. So what are you? A populist?
No, I'm definitely not a populist.
What are you?
I would say I would like to be more centered, like a center. I'm pro markets and stuff like that, but I'm also pro having, government involvement and social safety nets and stuff like that.
So you think it's appropriate that Donald Trump is involving himself in private companies?
You mean while he's president?
Correct.
Of course it's wrong. I'm totally against that.
Then why are you okay with him going after DEIA, and you even admitted that it's for private companies in the private sector?
Well, it shouldn't be done by the government, that's for sure, right? When you're talking about corporate culture that has been coerced, the reason why the government got involved is because there were government initiatives that were funded by the government through our university programs that ended up leaking into the private sector. That's the problem that the people on the right have. Okay? Is that there
it leaked? It just spilled over? Like
yes, it leaked. You had propaganda departments, leftist departments in the universities.
Zen, you sound like
the government is running universities now.
Do your research, my friend.
So
right?
Instead of you can dismiss. What he just said was Joe Biden's DEIA policies for outreach for federal government jobs and federal contracts somehow was then leaked down to the university systems, where those leftist universities then forced the propaganda of DEIA. Now, meanwhile, DEIA has been in existence since the 1964 Civil Rights Act. But all of a sudden, in 2025, it's a problem. Now, meanwhile, their white saviors have told white men, and specifically, stop applying yourself, stop going to colleges, go out there and work your fingers to the bone and unalive working hard. And then so when their numbers dropped in college and in CEO roles, because they are unlearned, because they do not have the degrees or the experience, and because the applicant pool has been expanded and better candidates have been brought forth, they think that there's no way that those black people or those women or those brown people or those immigrants can be smarter than me, the white man. So therefore, they are only getting it based on the color of their skin. Zen is a perfect example of this, of not reading with context what he is reading and not understanding the difference between affirmative action and DEIA. It's crazy.
You can even look, Obama was criticizing the woke culture. Even Obama was doing that.
Obama criticized the woke culture. What did he say?
Look up the videos online. Don't take it from me.
What he said.
Don't take it from me. He's also said it, that these things went way too far and that these things became way too intrusive.
Obama said
it became about virtue signaling rather than about actually having a job. Go on YouTube. He said it a few years ago.
On YouTube?
No, he was interviewed. The video is on YouTube. Do you not know what YouTube is? It's a video platform. Search Obama woke culture and you'll see him speak about it.
And where can I? And then what page is it on? Is it
you can search it if you'd like. If you don't, you can do whatever you want.
So you don't have any resources for any of this. It's your ideology.
No, you know who Obama is? He was the previous president.
It's your ideology.
Are you familiar with Obama? He was reelected. He did 2 terms as president. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Obama.
I don't know.
He's the one that's talking about this. You can search on YouTube if you want.
I don't use YouTube as a source.
Anywho, y'all, this dropkick is for Stars because he's irritating me. So pay links are in the link in bio. Just to Bill 94, we're gonna sell off a white tonight.
What did I do?
Since you want to be like that. So what I don't understand is you said that it leaked over. I'm still confused about this. When did the federal government, what do you, repeat that again? When did the federal
How am I irritating you? I sat here silent the whole time and listened to all this.
$50, y'all, $50.
Y'all know what that fool is talking about? And I'm going to quote the BBC. Speaking at the Obama Foundation Summit in Chicago, Obama warned young people against adopting an uncompromising pursuit of ideological purity. He emphasized that the world is messy, filled with ambiguity, and that even the people doing the most good have flaws. He cautioned against a trend accelerated by social media where users believe that being as judgmental as possible or calling out others constitutes activism. That is not what that fool up there said.
Mm-hmm. And we got a video. We got a permanent video, y'all. So keep tapping the screen and share out the live.
Bill, to answer your question that you were asking me about how this came from the academy or from the universities, these were academic theories. You probably heard terms like diversity, intersectionality, systemic bias, right? This was what students absorbed in academia and later went into corporate workforce. And they were typically in HR departments, and they had degrees in like social sciences or humanities. And then they entered these different roles, whether it's in finance or management consulting or whatever it was, typically the corporate world, and they brought this influence with them. Like, for example, you had something called unconscious bias training into these programs, right?
Why is that bad?
Hold on, can I finish speaking?
Police officers did that too.
No, you
right?
Why is that bad?
Look at his face, dude. He don't care.
Why is that bad?
Hey, links in the link in bio, y'all, for stars. Go ahead, Zen.
Why is that bad, Zen?
Go ahead. Talk about unconscious bias
So
training.
part of these like institutional changes was through, as you mentioned earlier, something called ESG and something called DEI, and these were companies that literally just created these so-called standards around diversity and equity to attract capital from asset managers. That was it. Okay. And these corporate environments began to use these metrics or whatnot, and it became a very polarizing environment to assess the workplace culture, to have some sort of like legal framework of how to deal with these new corporate environments. And after Trump, they've taken a total reversal. Okay. And this also included federal investigations that, led to understand that it was the university diversity policies and many private corporations having to just in the end get rid of all of this crap. And then the universities changing.
Can you pull up any
Bill,
source?
wait, I know where he's getting it from. Hold on. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Hold on to your panties. BlackRock's Fink says he stopped using weaponized term ESG. That's what you're talking about, right, Zen?
That's just one example that I gave you.
No, just stay with me. Is that the one that you brought up? Correct.
I'm talking about in general about the whole system.
Okay, he can't. Okay, I shouldn't have asked you a question. You aren't able to do it. Okay.
Well, Bill, have you heard of Kimberly?
Bill.
Yes.
He stopped using the term in 2023, and I quote: BlackRock boss Larry Fink at the forefront of the business world adoption of environment, social, and corporate governance (ESG) standards has stopped using the term, saying it's become too political. But the world's largest asset manager hasn't changed its stance on ESG issues, Fink told the Aspen Ideals Festival on Sunday. ESG, a catch-all term that encompasses a range of ethically responsible business practices, from curbing carbon emissions to cracking down on discrimination in the workplace, has become politically polarizing in parts of the Western world, especially within the United States. And then it goes on to state that because certain people are weaponizing that word as it being bad, he's no longer using ESG, but he has not stopped the policies and the things that they've learned and are implementing in BlackRock from the corporate governance standard of ESG. Again, Zen is a headline hoochie.
No, I'm not. You actually have no idea what you're talking about.
Trust me, I do. Why? Because one of my clients is on the board of BlackRock.
Oh
work
yeah,
with him every
sure,
day.
sure. Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
First off,
was
welcome.
and
Goddamn it,
yeah.
welcome.
Why do you keep on muting
That's
me?
that's
Who keeps
the
on
thing
muting?
Because you keep
that I
interrupting them.
am. Yeah. See, that's the thing.
So she's
When
allowed
you
to stop me,
actually
but I
work
can't
in
stop
these
her.
fields,
I told her to
that's the
stop when she's
thing.
when she's
That's the way it
interrupting
works,
you.
dude. That's the way
That
it
is
works.
the
Hey, links in
thing
the
when
link
you
in bio,
actually
y'all.
No,
First,
you
work in
didn't.
these
She kept on
fields.
saying stop, and then you guys were.
go ahead, Aaron.
That's how cry to your mother if you have one. That's what happens when you actually work with these people and you actually work in the corporate world in a Fortune 100 company and you actually see how what they release and how they operate and what they actually do. I can list off plenty of people you probably never heard of that are some of the biggest people in the financial world right now that I work with every fucking day that make these decisions. You don't know what you're talking about because you fucking watch YouTube to get your lessons.
No, I don't. I'm very well educated.
You don't know
Hey.
you're not. You think you are, but you watch YouTube.
I
No offense to YouTube. YouTube is a great source, but it's not for education. As in getting your sources.
You have
from.
no idea where I
Unless you're
get my
watching me.
information.
Unless
She's
you're
pissed
watching
Right,
me.
because
exactly.
You made sense.
You
And
don't know.
you have no idea what
don't
ESG
know.
means.
Oh, okay.
You don't know
okay.
what
don't
ESG.
know what you're talking
fucking
about
hate you.
because
You're just
all
lucky
you
that they keep on
did-
muting.
Because all you did was read the headline.
No,
you
I
did not
didn't.
actually read
you
his
didn't.
entire
Can you
article.
stop
You didn't,
muting me,
dude.
please?
All right,
Zen,
all
you
right.
made a
Shut
lot
the
of
fuck
Shut,
up
sense.
and I'll stop
all right,
muting you.
Stop.
Well, little dick white
stop.
boys
Nah,
up here
yeah.
don't know shit.
Now,
And
stars.
then mad because you're getting schooled left and right.
Yeah, now
You don't even
stars.
let me speak.
Zen, I'm gonna let you speak. Stars. I know that the methane and I know it's going through your bloodstream right now. Just calm down a little
Yeah,
bit.
keep talking shit
I
about me,
I
dude.
know you ain't that
Keep talking
coked
shit.
out wife of yours is
That's
just
fine. Keep
having a
talking
blast
shit,
right
bro.
now.
Keep talking shit, bro.
So Subu, thank you so much for the $7. Said
Oh, good job on
afraid
the $7.
I'm afraid progression is a
First
rated
off,
game. Us
welcome.
whites gotta
Goddamn it, welcome.
unalive faster. Thank you so much. And Joel,
Great
thank you.
job on the $7.
And Joel, thank you for the $20. Thank you so much for the $20, Joel. Joel said kick this for. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Somebody seems jealous because I don't know why. But we're almost there, y'all. Keep doing
Try
all
getting
of the good
1,000
things.
followers
Keep
on
doing all of
YouTube.
the good
Ain't
things.
gonna
We're more than
happen.
halfway there. Pay links are in the link in bio. Okay, Zen, you could go ahead and respond.
Okay, so in very simple terms, giants like these companies like BlackRock, they control a lot of money, right?
Oh,
And they
shit.
were able. Can I speak or not?
Aren't you speaking?
Aaron, please let him go.
And they were able to force companies to adopt these policies to maintain so-called ESG scores. Okay, and this has to do with the way that audits are done behind their stock prices. And so corporations like Google changed their hiring practices, which created massive internal diversity departments and tied executive bonuses to these cultural quotas. Nothing to do with actually growing the business, mind you, okay? And this was the structural pressure that actually institutionalized this ideology into the corporate world and made it a mandatory quota across the corporate world. And mind you that this was also extremely anti-Semitic because Jewish people were excluded and labeled as being so-called
Do you
at a
have
status
any
of
evidence
privilege.
of this?
This is all over the freaking world. Are you kidding me?
You just keep
You guys are
saying
in
that. Okay,
denial.
so Zen,
You
did
live
I
in denial.
when did I not look up stuff and actually bring it up? Just do it. Tell me what to look up so I can actually. You just keep saying it's everywhere.
Okay, look
like
up
what are
what
you
have to
talking
look
about?
up. Okay, fine. Look up woke DEI ideology.
So this is somebody's perspective.
Hey, Bill.
This
Just
is
so
somebody's
you know,
opinion.
Well,
What
just so
am
you-
what am I
just
supposed
so
to do
you
with that?
know,
There's no
Bill,
hold on, Aaron. There is no substantial evidence to actually back this up. You just want me to go off of somebody's rhetoric by just saying a bunch of bullshit. Where's the statistics? Show me something. Show me.
He just accused Larry Fink, who is a Jewish man, of being anti-Semitic. Larry Fink is
I'm
Jewish.
about to message you.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. These standards
Keisha,
were
I'm being
is
honest with you.
You don't
one
know
of
what
the
you're talking
biggest
about, Aaron. You
one
don't
of
know
the
what you're
biggest
talking
thing
about.
with ESG, which is one of the biggest things with
You don't
ESG
know what you're
actually
talking
had to
And
do
both
with
of you are
carbon
liars.
emissions. It had to do with carbon emissions,
I
especially
think
with
You always
BlackRock,
stated it
ESG
has to
Bill's
do with
the data
bodyguard into a
centers,
Y'all, I'm
total
trying to do
with the
something.
swell,
Y'all need to stay
and
on the
Bill
mute
don't.
button because I'm doing something.
with the data. Shut up, Staz. Go find a cat. No one's talking to you. You had nothing to add to this. When it came to a lot of the things with BlackRock, it actually had to do with emissions, carbon emissions, as well as much as they were building the environmental effects on the area. It also dealt with environmental racism. And so what their ESG did, and this is what in 2023 the House Judiciary Committee had actually subpoenaed a lot of these carbon emission groups to see, because they were talking about environmental racism and how they were allowing all this shit to happen in black areas. They were being very hard and saying we need to look at all aspects before we approve this stuff, and we need to look at how it's going to affect the people who are living there.
Yep.
That is when it became polarized in 2023. But then No Motion in the Ocean doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Because if you read the article and if you actually see what BlackRock has done, as bad as those people are, they are still doing the same shit, just under a different name.
All right. Stas, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to drop you. Go ahead.
No, dude, you're good.
Shut up, bitch. W's in the chat for our donors. W's in the chat for our donors. Let me read some shit. Rebecca, thank you for the $20. Said kick farm for stars. I know who you are. You literally said your TikTok name at the end, so we're not gonna actually say it right now. My bad. But thank you so much for the 20. But got his ass. And Dr. Steele topped us off for the $2. Said this guest is unbearable. What? Hold on, it cut you off. Oh, if y'all watched Erica's live earlier, y'all saw that y'all messages get cut off too. I told y'all. Thank you so much, Dr. Steele. Said this guest is unbearable. What a waste of resources. Yeah. I agree. All right, y'all. We're gonna do a restart because I got a bio and I don't want to get my shit taken. So, Keisha, did you want to say something real quick? You get 1 minute crash out.
Thank you, babe. Not even crashing out, but number one, to bring up such a diabolical company as BlackRock and not understand who they work for, and then try to bring that up as some sort of forced policy when none of them said it. And to back Aaron, nothing is forced. It's called a pivot and a shift, which is what corporations do historically throughout time. If they acquiesced, they would lose funding because this is a government that threatens private companies. And if you know anything about companies, and I'm saying this as an MBA, since you like to call people and say that they don't know anything, I'm telling you with multiple degrees under my belt, people will always go for what their shareholders want. And their shareholders, unfortunately, look like you. And the majority of them that are smart enough might vote in that way, but they know that they're not going to get what they need because they still need people from it. BlackRock is a horrible example to bring up, and making your whole argument about a company that, again, I work on. If you want to hear a little bit about me, I work in private equity. I know the purpose of it. I know the people. And when you discredited that woman to say she doesn't know anyone, that says more about you, because I wanted to ask your credentials. I don't know them. I haven't heard them. You come from Trust Me Bro You. YouTube you is what you told us. So until you have factual things to back up what you don't even have the understanding on capitalism and how the system works and how they're beholden to their shareholders, you're ridiculous. Everyone is shifted. Because think about even Amazon. Amazon had to shift because they've shifted their policy. Why do you think they have a medical policy for people that are uninsured where they can pay monthly to have access to health insurance? They can still sit with Donald Trump as he's cutting all of these benefits for people, but they are still finding a way to do what? Be capitalist. And I land my plane there, and you can research everything I said, and if you need help, I'll call Dr. Seuss for you.
Period.
Period. W's. I'm gonna drop you down. W's in the chat, y'all, for Keisha. Thank you so much. And thank you for sending the Viking hammer. I forgot that we did that shit. Mods, we gonna talk after this. Good job. Honestly, good job. Okay. Can we finish these shout outs? I think it wants me to shout out a name every time somebody do it. I don't mind doing that because I kind of do that anyway. But let's finish these. We have 66 out of 150, and we have $94 left until our goal is complete. If before the restart you would like to help me get that out the way, pay links are in the link in bio. Just to build 94 is the cash app. We have PayPal and Zelle as well. The donors have been absolutely fantastic today. Thank you so much for W's for the donors today. W's for I know Keisha, I gotta tell you how to do it on the link thing. I had to figure it out myself when other people did it, child. But I text you my or DM'd you my email just in case. Okay. All right, y'all. We're almost finished with that, and then we're gonna do that. And don't forget about the gift gallery too, guys. The gift gallery is super important because it just shows TikTok that we're popular live. So we still have some things to get through. We have the corgis, the money gun, the DJ glasses, 3 fireworks, 3 galaxies. I'll let you all take a look at that. If you all could do anything with that, that would be absolutely fantastic and appreciated. All right. And we're ending on here. We have $92 left.
Aaron.
Yes, I am.
Okay, I just want to make sure you're paying attention. No one else is allowed to gift Aaron because this is very non-Christian of her.
Oh.
Oh my
Leave
God.
it.
I never know.
Take a screenshot.
Absolutely.
Aaron's gonna, yeah.
Oh, Keisha.
Thank you.
Thank you, Keisha.
Thank you.
Wow, Keisha. I'm about to block you from the live. I can do that.
W's for the Viking hammer.
That's hilarious.
Lame.
All right. All right.
Lame.
I still can't believe he called the Jewish man anti-Semitic. That's
but they've always
He's anti himself.
Right.
Yeah.
That
they
guy
always do that.
was talking about meritocracy.
Yeah.
Right.
That guy
Couldn't even
had
spell
the
it.
actual
Let's
temerity to come up here and talk about meritocracy, and literally Bill and Aaron are throwing fucking they're throwing fucking citations out, quotations, pulling out of the you know the true source material of these interviews, and every time this guy said anything, it was a trust me, bro.
Yes.
Every single thing he said was like, no, just go and look it up. He was a living example of why DEIA is necessary. And the only thing I just wanted to say is, if you think that what Aaron was talking about is a ideology, just look up the McKinsey Diversity Matters report. You guys, that guy was insufferable.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. That was definitely tough. I was like, okay. But I tried to hang him on the ropes with a couple of stuff. So we tried. All right, y'all. I'm gonna do a quick restart so we don't get in trouble. But first, I have to shut down the tube. I've actually learned that you shut down the tube first because it takes a few minutes. So people on the tube. Oh, the green app there. Oh, is that old? That's old. I think that's old. Bear. But my mom should be able to help you out if that. Maybe that's old, child. Okay, so I'm gonna end the stream over and we'll be right back on.